Humanity has always pushed the limits of strength, speed, endurance, and intelligence. The world has witnessed how humans have evolved with the emergence of a new genetic structure, known as the Adroit gene, which grants enhancements in strength, speed, endurance, and unique abilities, superpowers. As these gifted individuals emerged, the world descended into chaos, nations united for the first time in history to establish global order, identifying carriers of the Adroit gene, enforcing laws to regulate their powers, and creating organizations known as Paragon Associations to train heroes and combat those who turn to villainy. Over centuries, the existence of heroes and villains became a normal part of human society. But in the year 390-83, a man named Teber M, Arders, a wealthy visionary with dark ambitions, set out to reshape the world through a secret experiment. The Adroit Sovereignty Project used stolen fetuses and advanced technology. Arders sought to create artificial Adroit beings, perfect soldiers loyal only to him. Within 2 decades, he succeeded in producing 55 enhanced children, each designed to be powerful, obedient, and united. When his plans were discovered, the US Paragon Association launched a high-risk mission, led by the nation's top heroes, Lionheart, Blizzard Wolf, and Dark King. The battle that followed was catastrophic. The facility was destroyed, Arders escaped with critical data, and the 55 children were captured, leaving the heroes to face the moral dilemma of how to rehabilitate the apprehended kids. Rather than destroy them, Lionheart, along with many of his peers, convinced the government to give these children a chance at redemption. Thus, the Eterial Program was born, an initiative where heroes would raise and train these children to live as protectors, not weapons. To the public, they were just gifted use, but in truth, they were the legacy of a dark experiment and a key part to humanity's future. But somewhere in the shadows, Teber M, Arders vowed to return.
Afraid. They see the madness that the wicked has made. When you take the mantle, you can run away. Not a martyr, not a sacrifice, a hero. We understood that the life of the innocents is in our hands. When you sign your name on the dot, understand the demands. There is no sacrifice you shouldn't make, risking everything to keep them safe. Vowing to be the picture of being strong until those days are gone. With a subjugating anger, you birth a hideous resolve. How many dying people do you want to see crawl?
We thought of you as a good man. Do you even recall? Now it's known that that was all a lie. It's so sad, but there is no time to wonder why. When pestilence and destruction is coming from the ground and sky.
But we all made our bed, and we'll have to lay in it. A hero breath in hope. A hero has no time to sit and mope. It's our responsibility to wash away the fears. Be someone that can dry the tears.
Doesn't matter if the situation gets dire.
You can let a valiant smile expire. That's what it means to be a hero. For our children, we will die for you. There is no second thought to risking our lives. A parent doesn't need a reason to protect their children, to keep them from villainous harm. A power's ready to be unarmed and to survive Teber storm. So you can come back home.
The enemy is on a path,
heroes wonder who would tremble. Consumed by war strategy, facing against a slithering anatomy. Why is this the way it has to be? Just let our children be free. An unavoidable bloodthirsty sickness. This is something no man or woman should witness. Torn muscle, burning flesh, no overestimation of all the devastation.
A hero wrapped in hope. A hero has no time to sit and mope. It's our responsibility to wash away the fears. Be someone that can dry the tears. Doesn't matter if the situation gets dire.
You can't let a valiant smile expire. That's what it means to be a hero. Chase, sons of Lionheart, your courage and resilience will go far. Guard, don't grieve, let your hearts defend. Be the light that darkness cannot bend. Cassie, daughter of frost and grace, the angel wolf will be your embrace. Mizuhara, child of shadow throne, you'll walk the night but not alone. Power's not wrath, it's mercy learned. From fallen ashes, let truth be earned.
Kendra, keeper of scales and peace, let hatred's weight within you cease.
Justice breeds where love remains, let fairness forge your endless chains.
Lucio, the roots remember. Hearts renew, the forest whisper. Faith in you.
Miguel, protect, not punish, stand, not slay.
Guard the weak and light their way.
So rise, our children, though we fall, our voices echo one and all.
Grow not from vengeance, but from care. Be stronger, wiser, and always fair. For Teber's hand may steal the breath, but not the purpose beyond death.
From blood and sorrow, hope is sown. Live, protect, become your own. A hero breath in hope. A hero has no time to sit and mope. It's our responsibility
To wash away the fears, be someone that can dry the tears.
Doesn't matter if the situation gets dire. You can let a valiant smile expire. That's what it means to be a hero. That's what it means to be a hero. That's what it means to be a hero. I remember those happy days and nights till I witnessed evil make good ignite. With only friends and family by my side, the only thought I had was to fight. When the stage on the battlefield was set, that was when we placed our bet. My brother, I know you felt it. This is no place to die when the powers that be collide. There is no time to shrug and say, oh well, I tried. No, this is the time to fight for our dreams, even though these eyes say glare at a bloody scene. I can never forget the pain, it's torture, but no, I remain an electric charger. I can never forget the before, even if it's not reality anymore. Because our blood, our DNA won't let us. With every loss, with every line I let the sparks fly, protecting everything I love till I die. My mind doesn't even need to try, always ready for action. Being a hero takes passion, cause evil wants the world to ash. And you put your faith in me, a natural born leader, my father's succeeder, our team's personal heater. But listen Cassie, I can't face the world without you. People like you only comes in a few. One wrong mistake and we're through. So take my hand and don't let go. Lion blaze, crime never pays, busting out fire rays. You know what they say, you don't know my ways. You can never mold my life like clay, that's right. Lion blaze, crime never pays, busting out fire rays. You know what they say, you don't know my ways. You can never mold my life like clay, that's right.
No, I refuse to give up. I remember when I was little girl, a princess in my daddy's arms, a happy swirl. Swung around filled with children laughter. Being a hero is what I sought after. With my two best friends, it was simpler times. Eating candy that was bought with dimes. But then everything clattered. Why did everything turn to a disaster? Unjust violence, bringing about silence. But a protector will be its defiance. Everything happens so fast, but I tell myself the darkness will not last. Hope is the only path, but we gotta keep it together. That's what it means to be a dream catcher. We all made the pact to withstand any attack. I will always trust shattered fear, shame, pain, and blame. Yes, it's true, nothing will ever be the same, but I still hold on to family, friends, and justice. That's why I ask the ones we love to trust us. I'd rather die on my feet than to bow on many knees. This blizzard builds inside of me, a wolf howling and never flees. If you don't know, that's what I'm made of. I have radiant light that shines, that's why evil can never hide. If you don't know, that's what I'm made of. This gift of iciness was meant to be filled with kindness. That is the burden that will always be on my shoulder. If life gets harder, I just have to become a boulder. Father, would you expect anything less? Just know your ice princess was made to protect. This blizzard builds inside of me, a wolf howling that never flees. If you don't know, that's what I'm made of. I have radiant light that shines, that's why evil can never hide. If you don't know, that's what I'm made of. Angelically drenched in brightness, just like you will be someone's eyes brightness. Angelically drenched in brightness, just like you will be someone's eyes brightness. This blizzard builds inside of me, a wolf howling never flees. If you don't know, that's what I'm made of. I have radiant light that shines, that's why evil can never hide. If you don't know, that's what I'm made of. It's right. That's right. This blizzard builds inside of me, a wolf howling, he never flees. If you don't know, that's what I'm made of. I have radiant light that shines, that's why evil can never hide. If you don't know, that's what I'm made of. Never surrender, got it. Life is silver with complications. We can see it around the nations. Fear of superpowered being. Surrounded by opposing feelings. I was created as a weapon till a kind man wrapped me in protection. He gave me a new introspection. It's up to you to decide if you will cause misery or fill the world with love that rewrites history. That was the words that put me on a path of vitality. But from a young age I still saw those who wanted to burn serenity. Losing my grandparents to someone else's hateful identity. I cried and cried while the world just let me be. But then I met those three, my friends of a smiling melody. I've finally been set free. I might be made of metal, but that doesn't mean I can't fall like Sakura petals still. I fight to live my life, the stakes are beyond continental. Hate that will not settle, still I fight to live my life. There is always a reason to try. Never thought I would be caught up in a romance that makes me wanna sing and dance. My man has me in a trance, it's just so electrifying. Sorry if I sound like I'm justifying. I made friendships that I will make last, even though like this, all because of our tortured past. I becoming a vengeful one, or am being righteous like the sun? My love, what happens now? Sitting still, our bodies won't allow. I see you're hurt as well. I can tell you want to yell. Hold me, love me, I need you more than ever. This is the time to stick together. My heart keeps on racing. Won't leave me calm in our embracing. That's right, sharpen these blades, this anger now cascades. I won't be satisfied till nothing remains. The shadows have me in a disarray. Our emotions being a vast array. But I know we will rise. Father, will you be my guide? I might be made of metal, but that doesn't mean I can't fall like Sakura petals still. I fight to live my life. I might be made of metal, but that doesn't mean I can't fall like Sakura petals still. I fight to live my life. Stakes are beyond continental. Hate that will not settle. Still I fight to live my life. There is always a reason to try. I will find my way. Sastrium, this world's enigma. I might be made of metal, but that doesn't mean I can't fall like Sakura petals. Still I fight to live my life. Stakes are beyond continental. Hate that will not settle. Still I fight to live my life. There is always a reason to try. I'll find my there is always a reason to try. I will find it.
I remember the days of my high school arrogance. My actions were always the evidence. Jason pulled me out of my denial when we had our fistfight trial. On that day, he became my best friend, showing me the path of my own potential. Sometimes you need someone to elevate your mental. Then we met Damian and Chase running around school at a bliss pace. But then, should I even explain? A few years later, there was so much pain. Anger, frustration, and disdain grew faster. Peaceful days seemed to grow even further. The confusion and rage screamed louder. The sinister smile so much prouder. I looked at myself in the mirror. I must stand firm, that much is clear. But as a human, can I stand next to superpowered beings? My hands are shaking because of these feelings, but there is no time for excuses. It takes maturity to admit your insecurities, because I understand the severity. I'm a soldier even if I have fears. I will sharpen myself to be a spear. There is no time to give in. It takes maturity to admit your insecurities, because I understand up in this situation, being a part of a failed operation. I had to watch my friends lose so much. It felt like my chest was being crushed. I could never imagine losing a parent, but I needed to be there for them. That was apparent. Still, that wasn't enough for me. I know this is far from over. Guaranteed. This is not a crumbling era. I will not avert my attention. That is nothing more but a hypnosis. My resolve must grow firmer. Push my body harder, so the days can be brighter. I take this soul to become braver. It takes maturity to admit your insecurities, because I understand the severity. I'm a soldier even if I have fears. I will sharpen myself to be a spear. There is no time to give in, to give it up. It takes maturity to admit your insecurities, because I understand the severity. I'm a soldier even if I have fears. I will sharpen myself to be a spear. My friends and I know we're traveling down a road of endless strife, but sometimes you must go through it to live life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't want to see no more tears from my peers. I will become someone villains fear for years. It takes maturity to admit your insecurities, because I understand the severity. I'm a soldier even if I have fears. I will sharpen myself to be a spear. There is no time to give in, to give it up. It takes maturity to admit your insecurities, because I understand the severity. I'm a soldier even if I have fears. I will sharpen myself to be a spear. I was a young boy hearing stories of my grandpa in his gear, a leading soldier for the Paragon, holding no fear. Eons I serve, he said, wisdom in his tone. Competence overall, make the fight your own. Be someone who that the people can depend on. Back in his day, that's what soldiers held on. Ready for any type of brawl. Never back down and you'll stand. In my senior year of high school, I met two freshmen. They sure were making a chaotic impression. Chase and Damian, the sons of Lionheart. Never thought this would be the start of a giant arch. I learned the path of a hero they chose to dismiss, but that was none of my business. But that did not matter. Along with my boy Arthur, we were like kin, just teens having fun with a grin. No time for fear, just ambition. In this game of life, we're on a mission. Acceptance for all, no matter the scene. Adroits or humans, together we gleam. I refuse to yield, I will be a shield. No time for fear, just ambition. In this game of life, we're on a mission. Acceptance for all, no matter the scene. Adroits or humans, together we gleam. I refuse to yield, I will be a shield. Time chase after a fight with Cassie and Mizuhara trying to remain bright, even with blood, sweat, and dirt in their eyes. Eterials, they told us a secret from the past. I didn't know the Paragon was wearing such a mask, but it didn't change the bonds I had with my friends. It was meant to last, but things got ugly real fast. Teber commenced the war, bodies of the innocent laid on the floor. Greatest champions left to go fight his evil will. In the chaos, time refused to stand still. Whenever a break of a villain attack, like a man, I didn't turn my back, but all of my confidence shattered like glass. We lost and I felt like trash. I had to watch my friends bury their hero parents. The weight of the room was apparent. Then we met three more: Eterial, Miguel, Lucio, and Kendra. There was more to the agenda. Now I'm barely in their 20s. Kids learn about a secret violent history. All it did was add to the misery, but all we knew was that we couldn't slack. We all had to get stronger to commence to get back. An army of 9 ready for the get back. As time went on, my heart found Kendra. We were both ignited, our hopes would render. I decided to stand with her and my friends through thick and thin, with determined staying as our guide. We can win. No time for fear, just ambition. In this game of life, we're on a mission. Acceptance for all, no matter the scene. Adroits are humans, together we gleam. I refuse to yield, I will be a shield. No time for fear, just ambition. In this game of life, we're on a mission. Acceptance for all, no matter the scene. Adroits or humans, together we gleam. I refuse to yield, I will be a shield. No matter the battle, together we rise. With laughter and courage, we'll touch the skies. In this game of life, we know the condition. With fists held high, fueled by lack of trepidation.
Yo, who is that? Oh, you don't know? Know what? That's Arbitrator's daughter. No way. Nah, man, I'm serious. Well, what can she do? Why don't you ask her yourself? Her name's Kendra. So, you wanna know what I can do? Well, sit back and listen. I got the power to overcome gravity. I fight all that lacks morality and brings depravity. Just like my father, I gotta never back down essence. It's been like that since my adolescence. He adopted me and it was the happiest day of my life. Getting better when I met his wife. Sorry, I'm a mother and father, I was now a daughter. He was a man that wasn't perfect, but he always tried, that's what I can expect. Even though he had grudges and internal smudges, I was proud to be his baby through all the mistakes. We could have fought through all the scrapes, but then he was killed right before my eyes. There was no time to cry. All I wanted was his killer to die. The anger towards his leader applies. They don't know who they made an enemy of. A power that brings down wrath from above. I'm an Esper, just like Tatsumaki. There is nothing that can stop me. I'm an Esper, not like a roto storm, but I still have an unstoppable form. I'm an Esper, bringing forth the control matter swarm. Life is full of surprises I didn't but deep down I know this is what I need. Yes, indeed. I dream of a better world. I wanna create something that can be pearled, but reality has no clarity. What will it take for us to have prosperity? That is the answer I need, but right now I must continue to believe. I'm a whisper, just like Tatsumaki. There is nothing that can stop me. I'm an Esper, not like a roller storm, but I still have an unstoppable form. I'm an Esper, bringing forth the control matter swarm. I trust in you all because I trust myself. These ethereal genes run deep, but to a biology we won't see. It doesn't matter that evil planet that see. Those expectations we can exceed. I'm never looking back, babe, that goes for you as well. I can see you'll follow me through hell, even though we've only known each other for such little time. As a lady, I'm happy that you're mine. For those who fought for us to still be alive, we can't waste our time and just cry. That is called a wasted life. To me, the saying applies. I'm not afraid to fight for the weak and try. I found something to fight for. Now I'm ready to turn a battle into a war. Chase, what did you say? This fire still burns. We can defeat any obstacle and overturn. For those we lost, for the ones they loved, when they had to release the dust. I'm an Esper, just like Tatsumaki. There is nothing that can stop me. I'm an Esper, not like a roller storm, but I still have an unstoppable form. I'm an Esper, bringing forth a control matter swarm. Life is full of surprises I didn't know. I had a brother, but his love was a welcome and smother. So many faces, but still we have unity. A pain superheat for community, but deep down I know this is what I need. Yes, indeed. I dream of a better world. I wanna create something that can be pearled, but reality has no clarity. What will it take for us to have prosperity? That is the answer I need, but right now I must continue to believe. I'm an Esper. Tatsumaki, there is nothing that can stop me. I'm an Esper, not like a roller storm, but I still have an unstoppable form. I'm an Esper, bringing forth a control matter swarm. Say it again. I'm an Esper. Tatsumaki, there is nothing that can stop me. I'm an Esper, not like a roller storm, but I still have an unstoppable form. I'm an Esper, bringing forth a control matter swarm. That's right, that's right.
Mamãe, eu não sei o que vou fazer sem você.
What? What I do know is estou machucado.
Oi, Lucio.
Why did this happen? Oi, Lucio. Why? Oi, Lucio. Why?
Lucio, tell the world your story.
I was born as a science abomination, humanoid hybrid animal creation, just a part of an evil master plan. It was orchestrated by a manipulative man. He wanted me and the others to be killers, but then I was saved by my healer, a superhero unnamed Nature is. She became my adopted mother, a single parent who didn't judge my appearance. You would think this would be the start of a joy experience. No. The outside world saw me as freak. Things just got more bleak. As a young boy I was bullied every week. They yanked my horn, stepped on my tail and pulled my scales. Only my mother cared on my wheels. I became a homeschooled recluse. I felt that was the only way to escape the abuse. I remember what you told me. Rise up and stand. Take life couldn't have just lived my life free. My mother tried her best, but she was cut down to the chest. She died in my arms, but somehow by luck I remained unharmed. Now along with me there are only 6 Eterials. Along with new friends we chose to be heroes. With them by my side I don't feel like such a zero. I remember what you told me. Rise up and stand. Take life in your own hands. Good things in life can come in a surprise, but you must fight. Yes, I will rise up and stand. Take life in my own hands to find something of worth in this life. Lutar. Now I know why my mother was my light. It's in her name, a nature that was so bright. For her and my new friends, I will fight. Lucio, Lucio, oh, luta, 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 oi, 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 oi. Lucio, Lucio, oh, luta, 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 oi, 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 oi. I remember what you told me. Rise up and stand. Take life in your own hands. Good things in life can come in a surprise, but you must fight. Yes, I will rise up and stand. Take life in my own hands to find something of worth in this life. Lutar. Lucio, oi. Lucio, rise up. Lucio and stand. Lucio, Lucio, oi. Lucio, oi. Take life in your own hands, Lutar.
Yeah. Come on, Miguel.
Show them what you got.
Yeah. Come on,
Miguel, show them what you got. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an Eterial, and for that I lost one of the pillars of my life. A mother who taught me how to read the read book, but now I'm sick of my own tears. I'm giving evil the anger it hurts. I'm putting my finger on the trigger. I'm not the one. I'll keep fighting till everything is said and done. I have the power to be an army weaponized. My soul, flesh and bones are now mechanized. Malena mi corazón, please don't give me that look. You know what those people took. You have the look of a beauty that is worry. Yes, what I'm about to do is scary, but please understand justice is my main need. Your hands are meant to heal, but mine were meant to build. I was a coward, like I forgot I am superpowered. I must correct my mistakes. I will do whatever it takes. Evil will recognize when a hero is mechanized. There's no way things can be compromised. I will find salvation so I can live my life. Nunca te rindas. Evil will recognize when a hero is mechanized. There is no way things can be compromised. I will find salvation so I can live my life. Nunca te rindas. Hello to my new team. We are all the same, it seems. Born in the world by a madman who had schemes. Our parents gave us the tools to dream, but they were taken from us. Personally, I don't know who to trust, but to mobilize is a must. The world is cruel, which is why I'm trying to find my way back home. Evil will recognize when a hero is mechanized. There's no way things can be compromised. I will find salvation so I can live my life. Nunca te rindas. Evil will recognize when a hero is mechanized. There is no way things can be compromised. I will find salvation so I can live my life. Nunca te rindas. Yeah. Come on, Miguel. Show them what you got. Yeah. Come on, Miguel. Show them what you got. Yeah. Never again will I be against the wall. My father said, Miguel, don't you ever fall. that he'll never slip. So watch me accelerate and seize the day. That is the type of persistence that can't be swayed. Don't believe me? Come on and try. Evil will recognize when our hero is mechanized. There's no way things can be compromised. I will find salvation so I can live my life. Nunca te rindas. Evil will recognize when our hero is mechanized. There is no way things can be compromised. I will find salvation so I can live my life. Nunca te rindas. Yeah, come on, Miguel. Show them what you got. Yeah, come on, Miguel. Show them what you got. There is no way things can be compromised. I will find salvation so I can live my life. Nunca te rindas. Evil will recognize when a hero is mechanized. There is no way things can be compromised. I will find salvation so I can live my life. Nunca te rindas. Weaponized protector, I will never surrender. Mechanized splendor, I'm a defender. Weaponized protector, I will never surrender. Mechanized splendor, I'm a defender.
Voice of my anguished kind, blood spilled by tyrant authority, whether by the hands of human god or demon, we were crushed by the weight of that fear. So pathetic and oppressed.
Torment of innocent Adroits, I'll cut down humans' rusted golden pride. Never pity the broken, abandoned by the divine. Vengeance for forged history, all who oppose me shall be cut down. Slow, cold, brutal death, I bow to none. Efforts of the foolish die in vain. Paragon or traitors of my kind, it matters not. I conjure the tortured messenger, enthralled by the world, concorded by my own retribution. And in the fall of I know you'll fail. Send your armies and watch them fall. You're too incompetent. I'll laugh as I prevail. A scholar of battle, science and history. You call me deceitful, but I call it strategic. Rippling eager to commence my will. Superior genes expand its grip. Luciferian, the great accuser, a lurker of hateful anger. I sympathize, but you'll be exercised under the rapture of my own ideals of peace to crush the 7 layers. I will be the destroyer of cosmic control. Be unshakable with the Adroits' might, and the black flag's risen. My beam in control lengthened. For the Adroit is my kingdom, and its power shall stand forever. For my intellect and glory shall be reborn forever. My 3 children shall cut through the heavens. As Seth quivers the land and seas, burning scriptures on tablets of false godly beings. Listen for the victor's scream. Zane, Thomas. Your purpose has been set, it rises along with the sun. My firstborn pharaoh, apex thrones will fall. So petition as a lord of black fire, humanity burns. How cruel my kind does not understand. They are fools convinced to serve humans so they can retain power, sent to die for their battles, wars, and gain. Have you known shame, taking my property, the Eterials, and stand against my rights, sacrifices and false legacies left to be forgotten, stories scattered to the wind. For the Adroit is my kingdom, and its power shall stand forever. For my intellect and glory shall be revered forever. For the Adroit is my kingdom, and its power shall stand forever. For my intellect and glory shall be revered forever. For the Adroit is my kingdom, and its power shall stand forever. For my intellect and glory shall be revered forever. For the Adroit is my kingdom, and its power shall stand forever. For my intellect and glory shall be revered forever. For the Adroit is my kingdom, and its power shall stand forever. For my intellect and glory shall be revered forever.
I have watched this world twist and turn upon itself for millennia. The humans, the gods, they all dance to the same broken tune. They claim divinity, morality, purpose, yet all I see is chaos. You want to know the truth? Then listen well. The origins of what you mortals call the Adroit, gening stretch back to the dawn of sentient life. But before I speak of that, you must understand the lie upon which your entire existence is built. Heaven and hell, they are real, yes. But not as your pitiful scriptures describe. The afterlife exists in layers, dimensions, known as the astral planes. There are many. Heaven, hell, Valhalla, Samsara, the field of reeds. Each one shaped by the faiths of mortals who believe in them. When a body dies, its soul travels to the plane its belief aligns with. And those who believe in nothing, their souls drift into the void, a cold, endless space between worlds, the home of soul eaters, devourers of the faithless. It was God who commanded my uncle Satan to watch over hell.
accepted this burden. And in time he asked my father, Lucifer, to join him. Thus hell was formed, a divine structure of judgment, not rebellion. But as always, balance never lasts. Humanity began to change. Some were born stronger, faster, more cunning than others. Their kind called it divine blessing. But I know better. Those miracles were not random chance. They were the echoes of divine and infernal blood, astral DNA. When gods, angels, or demons having relations with humanity, their power passed on through offspring. That is what the Adroit gene truly is, an inheritance of celestial sin. And yet, how foolishly the world divides it. When a god births a child with a mortal, it is a blessing. When a demon does the same, it is a curse, hypocrisy given holy names. The god's arrogance has no equal, I saw it firsthand. My father Lucifer sought dominion over all astral planes, heaven, earth, and hell alike. His desire was not madness, as the victors have written, but clarity. He saw the rot beneath divinity. And so, he raised an army of revolution. The gods, panicked and unprepared, called upon their champions. Even that so-called savior, Jesus Christ, descended to lead them. My uncle's son, Adsgimeth, fought among them, believing he was saving the future. The Paragon soldiers fought beside gods, angels, and adroits alike. But unity among gods is as fragile as glass. Pride shattered them. The Greek pantheon quarreled with Odin's kin. The African deities withdrew. The Eastern gods turned upon one another. It became a slaughter of divinity. And in that ruin, the first apex were born. Jesus blessed 10 humans with divine essence, warriors of balance, to quell both my father's army and the infighting of the gods themselves. In the end, my father fell and I lived. But the gods could not bear the shame of what they had done. They rewrote history, erased the memories of mankind so that all would believe the war was merely between adroits and men. They buried their sins beneath the soil of falsehood. And now, even after so long, the astral planes are in disarray. The gods hide in their broken realms, ashamed of their own failures, leaving humans to inherit the chaos. The apex stand as their flawed guardians, pawns of divine guilt. But I have seen the truth. I was born in that truth. I am the last son of Lucifer, the blood of rebellion itself. The gods call me Luciferian to them. I am a threat that should not exist. To my followers, I am inevitable. The world you live in now is fractured beyond repair. Humans war against adroits, adroits war against each other. A new breed, the Eterials, emerges, spreading imbalance even further, and among them lurks Teber, a man cursed by longevity and greed, a parasite who hoards the powers of others through his abominable son, Thero. He is an obstacle. Asgimeth is an obstacle. The Apex are obstacles. Even the Paragon Association, those who believe they hold justice in their grasp, are nothing but remnants of divine deceit. But I have waited, I have nurtured my kin, the 10 hands of pestilence, each of them forged from the fires of the apocalypse, shaped by my will to surpass the apex themselves. For years we have hidden, growing stronger, watching humanity choke on its delusions of peace. Now as nations bow to monsters and faith rots into fear, the time draws near. The earth shall remember the name Luciferian, not as the heir of the fallen, but as the harbinger of the new order. The gods' corpses will serve as monuments to their arrogance, and the mortals who once worshipped them will kneel to me, not out of fear, but because they will finally understand the truth. Balance is a lie. Order is weakness. Power
is the only truth.
And I shall be its truth. Try to treat us like we're helpless. No, we are the ones that were raised by the selfless. We faced our grievances, nothing more to say, but it was times of tearful sequences. But now that we've rebound our resolve, it's time to be a wild force. The inheritance of strength is now back on course, preparing for the light to start ascending. A unity that makes the darkness to start bending. You should know what asking what this creating, a miracle straying away from hopelessness, piecing back together the brokenness. Through the storm and the endless night, we burn as one, our hearts alight, bound by fate, unbreakable chains, we rise where hope remains. We are Team Eterial, from ashes born, our legends call eternal, we stand unyielding to fallen light, we fight, in truth we reign, living beyond the flame. We are Team Eterial. Trying to create a better world. It's apparent that it needs to be unfurled. Now that our minds have some clarity, now we can be critical of the need for prosperity. Now that we found a reason to believe, for once we can finally hope and dream. But when evil comes, just wait and see. The will to fight is all we need. That spirit is in you and me. Its potential will show.
Through the storm and the endless night, we burn as one, our hearts alight, bound by fate, unbreakable chains, and rise where hope remains. We are Team Eterial, from ashes born, our legends call eternal, we stand unyielding to fallen light, we fight, in truth we reign, living beyond the flame. We are Team Eterial.
Let's break it down. Yeah. Damian lightning blooded, every step ignites the ground. Thunder in his heartbeat, hear the warning in the sound. Chase, lion blaze, leave the battlefield dazed. Every villain in a haze when the fire gets raised. Cassie frost, stencil lava, coca lighting in the light. She controls the temperature, flips the balance in the fight. Mizuhara's Astrian flows, not alloy, not steel. A living element shaped purely by a will. Jason living shield, never learn how to yield. Standing firm in the chaos, every scar stay sealed. Author growing stronger, every setback feels the drive. Pain becomes a reason that he learns to rise and strive. Kendra never surrender, standing tall as an ascender. Through the fall and the fracture, she's a constant defender. Lucio, force of a nature, instinct sharp and amplified. We don't follow, we don't scatter, we advance. Unify, Miguel, re-engineered at the core. Every function mechanized, from his bones rise. The arsenal flesh forged, weaponized. You're all a part of the key that will bring us victory. We don't live in fantasy. It's hard, but you always have to face reality. Not everyone is gonna have morality, but you have to fight to avoid more catastrophe. Through the storm and the endless night, we burn as one, our hearts alight, bound by fate, unbreakable chains, rising where hope remains. We are Team Eterial, from ashes born, our legends call eternal, we stand unyielding to fallen light, we fight, in truth we reign, living beyond the flame. Oh yeah, yeah. 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 Oh
I remember that day like it was yesterday. On that day I felt that we were all so united and had our heads on straight, ready to stand against any obstacle. I thought the future was so bright, but how could I not see that? That the suffering that occurred then still affects the world today. Or should I say what's left of it? But that kind of impact, That kind of loss affects everyone differently. I know this now. It changes one's mind forever looking back. I should have known the motivation behind vengeance cannot be swayed. The motivation to protect the people you love can make even the most peaceful person violent. But the pressure of that violence can be the biggest burden. Throughout all of this, I should have seen it. The signs of two people I love drenched in the blood of that violence. But I guess when you're young, you don't know how to see things clearly, clouded by your own denial of what you're witnessing. I should have understood. You too never wanted this. But your burdens pushed you to unreasonable limits to keep fighting. Or did the chaotic amount of ideals that plagued the world leading to so much death make you unforgiving? I don't know. But what I do know is this. No man, no woman, no being can face the violence of humanity alone. We were all in this together. Why did things have to go so wrong?
We are Team Eterial, rise where hope remains. We are Team Eterial,
Living beyond the flame.
we are Team Eterial, rise where hope remains. We are Team Eterial,
Living beyond the flame.
Team Eterial.
Storm and the endless night, we burn as one, our hearts alight, bound by fate, unbreakable chains,
Rising where hope remains.